What's going on? All right, we're gonna make this quick. So, UFC 299. I got my little cheat sheet here, but we're gonna see how we do. All right, so we have Kyler Phillips, Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz is really good. Kyler Phillips is really good. Pedro Munoz is very durable, and Kyler Phillips is very flashy. But I think they're both very good. I think Kyler Phillips, I think he's going to get the win by decision. I think Pedro Munoz, the leg kicks might get to Kyler Phillips, but I don't know. I think Kyler Phillips is, a lot of people are kind of writing him off because he was very hyped, and I think he's still very good, and I think he might prove that tonight. He might even get a TKO, but I'm going to say decision. So Kyler Phillips by decision. Then we have Dos Anjos versus Gamrot. I'm going to say Gamrot gets the win here, probably decision. Dos Anjos is very durable. He's very experienced. He's been in the game for forever. He's close to 40 years old. Gamrot, he has a few losses, but I mean, all the people he's fought so far are just, you know, you have Beneil Dariush, Arman Suzukian. They're just like incredibly good. He kind of reminds me in a sense of Arman Suzukian, how Arman had the 2 losses, and they were only against, you know, top level guys. Islam Makhachev. It's like, well, how can you really say that? So I'm going to say Gamrot by decision. I just think his wrestling's too good. I think he's too durable, and I think he's too athletic. I think he's going to get the win by decision. Macy Barber, Caitlin Chukagian. I'm going to say Macy Barber. I think she's a better striker. I think she has more power. I think she's going to win by decision again. She might win by TKO, but I'm going to say by decision. We have Curtis Blades versus Almeida. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his first name. I'm going to say Almeida gets the win. I'm going to actually say TKO here. And if not TKO, he's going to get to win by decision. Curtis Blades is good, but Almeida is just, he looks better and better each fight. And, you know, I think he's just on another level. I think Curtis Blades is still really good, though. So I'm going to say Almeida by TKO. He's too powerful, too explosive. He has good endurance. And I just think Blades, like, his chin has been a little suspect, you could say. And I think he's going to get caught or taken down and just ground and pound until the ref stops it. Then we have Peter Yan versus Song Yadong. I'm super excited for this fight. Peter Yan's one of my favorites. And he's, let's see, he's 1-4 in his last 5. And I think he's lost his last 3 fights. But Peter Yan, super good boxing. Very good everywhere, actually. Song Yadong, very good everywhere. I wouldn't say he's quite as good at boxing as Peter Yan. He has very good leg kicks, but Peter Yan's also good at kind of deflecting them. It worries me a little that Peter Yan is usually a slow starter, but I think maybe knowing that he kind of, in a sense, needs the win, and it's a 3-round fight, so he can't kind of coast for 2 rounds, you know, and record data in a sense like he usually does. I think he's going to come out like just blazing. At least I hope he does. This one's a risky one for me to say, but I'm going to say Peter Yan by decision on this one. But I do think it's going to be a really good fight. Song Yadong hits very hard too, but Peter Yan's just, you know, his defense is super good. Always has, you know, high guard, tight guard, and just his boxing is just on another level. So I'm going to say Peter Yan by decision. Another fight I'm super excited for, Jack Della Maddalena. And we have Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns, a little older, but still young in a sense. Very good basically everywhere. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is on another level. He has, you know, crazy chin. He's super durable. You know, the thing with Gilbert Burns is he hits extremely hard, but he's not necessarily the best striker or boxer. And it's like if he can catch people, there's a good chance he could put anyone out. You know, you could see how durable he was in his Khamzat Chimaev fight. So, but with, you know, Maddalena, he is just, his boxing, he reminds me of Peter Yan in a sense. They remind me of each other. You know, he's not super powerful. He's not, his striking isn't like out of the ordinary, like you might see with like Sean O'Malley, for example. But it's just, it's crisp. It's like, his fundamentals are very good. His timing's good. His defense is good. His movement's good. I'm going to say Maddalena gets the win by TKO on this one. Michael Page, MVP versus Kevin Holland. This should be another really good fight. You know, super lengthy, tall, you know, explosive strikers. But I think they're different in a sense. Kevin Holland, I think he relies a little too much just like on you know, his 1-2 or his cross, where I think he has good movement, of course. He's good everywhere in a sense, other than his takedown defense. Maybe on, you know, his ground game, but he knows that. And Michael Page, at least what most people are thinking, what I'm thinking, isn't, you know, he's not going to take the fight to the ground. That's probably the last thing he's going to want to do. But I think MVP just has better movement. I think he's more explosive. I'm going to go with Michael Page by a decision win. Part of me wants to say by TKO, but I'm just going to say by a decision win. I just think he'll be, you know, one step ahead. And I don't think it will be, you know, like a crazy win. I just think he's going to, like, you know, round it out and end up getting the win. So I'm going to go say Michael Page, decision. Ooh, 2 more good fights. I'm excited for this card. Then we have Saint Denis versus Dustin Poirier. And I probably sound crazy for going this way, but I'm going to say Saint Denis. You know, I think he's good everywhere. I don't think his boxing is not as good as Dustin Poirier's, but it's still good. But I think his pace, I think his kicks are, well, I would say his body kicks and head kicks are better than Dustin Poirier's, but Dustin Poirier's leg kicks are better. But I think the real kind of game changer in this, and I mean, Dustin Poirier is super athletic as well, but I think the game changer and why I'm going with Saint Denis is I just think, well, first of all, I'd say, you know, his nickname, God of War, is like, it fits him very well. And I think that, in a sense, like, it captivates why I think he's going to get this win. He's just violent. He comes forward. He has a crazy pace, and he does a good job at, like, even when he's slowing down and he knows he's slowing down, he just puts the pressure on. And, you know, what really stands out to me, there's the fight with, I think it was Gabriel Bonfim, one of the Bonfim brothers, and, you know, he's just landing these crazy body kicks at the beginning, and Bonfim just says, come on, you know, and he just, like, he matches him, he's like, okay, and he just keeps laying these body kicks on, you know, and it's insane. But I think that in itself is what, you know, is gonna, like, lead to this, to him getting the win. What's difficult for me here is trying to decide how he's going to get, or, you know, what type of win he's going to get. I'm going to say Saint Denis gets a submission victory. I think it's just going to be too much for Poirier. He's going to be able to take Poirier down. He's going to ground and pound him, and then he's going to find the submission. So I'm going to say Saint Denis by submission. And then my second pick would be by TKO. And then by decision. So yeah. All right, we'll go that way. All right, then we have the main event. Cheeto, Marlon, Cheeto, Vera, Sean O'Malley. The rematch, the first one. You know, Cheeto, he hit the nerve on O'Malley's foot, and then O'Malley couldn't really move correctly, and then he gets dropped by another leg kick. But Cheeto did rock him with some elbows and get the TKO win. But at the same time, O'Malley was definitely kind of lighting him up before that happened. And actually, still when he got clipped on the foot, before he went down, he was still doing pretty damn good. So I'm gonna go with O'Malley here, and part of me wants to say by TKO, but Cheeto has never been dropped. He's never been finished. And I think, there's so much kind of going on in Cheeto's mind that if he starts losing, I think he's going to want to reduce the risk. And he's going to be kind of telling himself, I'm at least not going to get knocked out here. And so I'm going to go with Sean O'Malley by decision win. And that wraps the card up. All right, we'll see how we do. Mostly, I just want good fights, as always. And if you enjoyed these videos, to be honest, I'm not quite sure how many people are watching these. I get a few views, but, they say the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So we're going to stay here. We're going to keep releasing these videos. And I've been doing pretty well, so we shall see. All right, until next time, take care.